Western astrology is made up of 12 solar signs: Aries, Taurus, Géminis, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Piscis, and Sagittarius. The signs are determined by the relative position of the sun. The sign of a person is obtained from the date of his birth, and are divided into 4 elements: earth, fire, air, and water. The Chinese zodiac follows Jupiter's orbital around the sun. Each sign has a duration of 1 year. Each year in 12-year cycle is symbolized an animal: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and wild pig. Then I decided to explain the Chinese horoscope because it is not very usual. The first animal is the rat. They tend to be sociable people full of resources and very skilled to get what they want. They express themselves with a great sincerity. They are sentimental and seductive. They have a lot of energy and great intellect. They like to show off their positions and have a great sense of humor. They are also protective and generous to those who are loyal to them, have their own goals and ambitions, are curious, and love to learn new things. They fear failure. If Rat is in a bad mood, he becomes a very critical person, cruel, and very difficult to satisfy. In the field of love, they are usually great winners. To seduce a rat, the best is the mystery. The rat is the equivalent of the Sagittarius in the horoscope of the zodiac. The ox represents prosperity through effort and work. They are reliable and they like to plan. They feel comfortable in routine. They are responsible and their bosses tend to appreciate them from this quality. When they believe in someone, it is almost impossible to change their mind. On the other hand, the ox is usually very prejudiced. They do not like people who are different from them. They are very attached to the customs and to what society in general considers correct. His way of thinking is very structured and he likes the traditions in all areas. They are usually very introverted. The equivalent of ox is the sign of Capricorn. Tiger is a symbol of power. It is independent and ingenious. In general, tigers were born to be leaders. They are impulsive and adventurous, but very generous. They have a great charisma and a great confidence in themselves. They are never indifferent. They are usually very attractive physically, and when they fall in love, they become very possessive and jealous. When he gets angry, nobody wants to be around him. In the horoscope of Zodiac, the tiger corresponds to the sign of Aquarius. The cat represents longevity. They have a natural personality that makes them extremely attractive. They are very polite and loved. He does not usually ask for advice or talk about his private life. They are very reserved people. He has an artistic soul. It is very demanding and selective in all areas of life. In the economic and working environment, they usually have a very good luck. In the field of love, cats need to feel loved and admired. They like falling in love. They are fragile and sensitive, so they need to have a family or social group. In dragon, good luck seems to always be on your side. They are generous and full of energy, does not support the routine. They discover their vocation from a young age and demand from others the same perfection that they demand of themselves. In sentimental field, they are very seductive and they know how to make their partners do what they want. If they are angry, they are ruthless, and if they feel offended, they will revenge. The dragon is characterized by its intolerance. They need to be more patient and control the ego. The equivalent of the dragon is the Aries. The snake is highly intelligent and with a great intuition. They are usually very superstitious people. The snake is considered the most seductive animal. They like to seduce and feel wanted. They are very nice and usually make a good social contacts. In the economic field, they have the ability to do very good business. However, the snake does not care about money as much as power. They are not great athletes. They love the challengers. They tend to be guided by the intuition, rarely ask for advice. When the snake comes to hate someone, we have no limits. In love, they are insecure, proud, and jealous. They are lazy and arrogant. The sign corresponds to Taurus. The horse has an innate spirit of conquest. They are active people who will show a great inclination toward adrenaline and adventure. They trump socially to their warmth, their sympathy, and their ability to have fun and organize parties and events. In general, they are people who, even though they are adults, show a certain immaturity. In the field of love, they are very intense and challenging. They fall in love easily, but lose interest very quickly. They are impulsive and act without thinking. The equivalent of horse is the sign of Gemini. The goat often win the esteem of the others because of their honesty and sincerity. They have a strong artistic side and it is elegant. Pessimism is one of the great defects of the goat. In the social field, will always be welcome in any group because it does not usually criticize anyone. When someone offends her, he usually does not answer with insults. They are people who love family and sentimentally they are very affectionate and loyal. They usually have long and happy relationships. The equivalent of the goat is the sign of Cancer. Monkey, it is a person who invents and improvises. He likes to please and naturally has the ability to gain the center of the attention. Mentally, it is very fast, looking for diversity and movements. He has a great sense of humor and often annoying. Through the word can combine anyone. They are usually very popular and selfish. One of the worst faults of the monkey is the superiority. He has a few close friends, even though he is extremely sociable. In the field of love, the monkey is passionate. They show her feelings. The equivalent of the monkey is the sign of Leo. The rooster is the less understood and the more eccentric. They love discussions. They have an enormous capacity to express themselves. His words can hurt deeply. The people of these signs are very efficient and detailed. They are also very intelligent. They have a very good reputation to their behavior. They have a great ability to solve problems and a great imagination to find solutions. They are very gossiping. In the workplace, they are bosses or leaders. He likes solitude and nature. In the sentimental fire, they like to feel needed and busy. The rooster corresponds to the sign of Virgo. The dog is considered one of the most pleasant animals. They are faithful and unconditional. They show their affections, enjoying new situations and adventures. He has a very particular ironic humor and sometimes too direct. He is a perfectionist, warrior, emphatic, reserved, and distrustful. They can reach a degree of stress, so it will end in some disease, especially digestive. In love, the dog is faithful, but he can express his feelings. They tend to be extremely sensitive and fear being hurt. Generally, he begins his relationship with the friendships. People of this sign need a lot of physical activity to maintain good mood and calm. The equivalent of the dog is the sign of Libra. Wild Boar is strong. He likes peace and does everything he can to promote it. Sometimes he is usually too kind and condescending, and this can harm him, but he will never be alone. He prefers to give before receives. They always assume their responsibilities and never run away from commitments. In the workplace, they are calm and slow. They are not competitive and love to help. Food is a weak point for people of this sign. The equivalent is the sign of Scorpio.